Hello everyone, Namaskar. My name is Upkar, and today I'm going to talk about a country which is not pretty known, but it's a beautiful country. The name is Slovenia, as you can see, Slovenia, and people always confuse between it's a country in Europe, Eastern Europe, and people always confuse with Slovenia and Slovakia. So just to be clear, these are two separate countries. You can see Slovakia here, which was separated from Czech Republic and Czechoslovakia, you might have heard, and that was separated. Czech Republic became separate and Slovakia became separate. And the one I'm talking about today is Slovenia. It's totally different country. It's a bit south of the Czech Republic and Slovenia, but it's a beautiful country. As you can see, let me quickly show you just to avoid confusion. The flags, the two countries have different flags, although they are both having the same tricolors. But you can clearly see Slovenia, it comes with a flag which is a beautiful flag. It has mountains and stars, so you can also see water, so it already tells you that okay, what's it's going to be like. So it's a beautiful country with a lot of mountains, a lot of lakes. So I'm going to talk about two cities in Slovenia. One is Lake Bled, which is a very famous or very beautiful lake, and the other one is Ljubljana, which is the capital of Slovenia. So let's start with Lake Bled. All right, so Lake Bled. So if you search on Google, you get these results, and so this looks beautiful, isn't it? It's an island within the lake, and it has a beautiful views. So I'll tell you how to things to do there. So it's not so if you have to walk around this lake, it will take around 2 hours. And let's look at the map where it lands into. So I will zoom in on Slovenia now. So Slovenia, I zoom in. Here you go, Lake Bled, you see, BLED, that's a Lake Bled. I'm going to zoom in on it now. All right, so here you go. So Lake Bled, so this is a lake which we are talking about. It's a beautiful lake. The main attraction here is this Lake Bled castle. So it's an old castle, castle from 11th century, and it gives you a very nice view of this island. And this is a beautiful another church. Is around 100 steps, 99 steps to be precise, and then you can go by boat. Usually you can get a combo ticket for 15 euro, which covers the castle as well as church. If you just want castle, you can also go to castle only, which is around 10 euro. So you can check the latest rate, but this is as of March 2023, the rates. But what I'm going to tell you is, if you have limited time, which was the case with me, so I visited, I did not go to the castle, and indeed I chose something bit a place which is opposite to Lake Bled. It's called Ostica. So this is what I'm referring about. So here you can see a beautiful view, right? So you have a very nice view of the lake. And it's right opposite your Lake Bled. So you get a nice view of island, and it's awesome. So it's hardly 20 minutes hike up. It's a medium level difficulty, so you can easily go there. In fact, it's easy. If it rains, it might be a bit difficult, but otherwise it's easy to go. So definitely recommended to go here. It's for free, so you can go there without paying anything. And if you're going, you can also go ahead to two other places. So it's called Mala Ostrinica or Velika Ostrinica. So those are also another hiking places. So it's the same route. So a quick tip, right in front of this, you see this church in the island, and just opposite that church you have steps. So there are 99 steps. Just opposite that steps there is this panoramic view, and then just behind that panoramic view there is a way to go up to this Ostrica. So that's a tip. So you definitely recommended to go there. There are a lot of restaurants around this area. There is a parking here. If you're going by bus, most likely your bus will be parked somewhere here in the parking area. You get a lot of restaurants. There is an information center from Lake Bled, so you can also visit there. But it's not a big town. It's a relatively small town. It's a lake. You can take a walk around the lake. You can go to castle. You can get a view of island. It's a beautiful place. And people also visit. So next to this lake, if you're coming by or using your own vehicle, then there is another beautiful place called, I'll quickly zoom in and show you. I'm talking about this river now, and here you have Windcar, right? So these are the beautiful places. So here you can see a waterfall and slap some. I'm going to give links in my description. So these are the beautiful places, hardly 1 hour from this place, or in fact less than 1 hour drive from there. So definitely recommended to go there. So nice waterfall you get to see, and it's very nice place. You have walkways, you can cross the water, and it's all on the river. So Windcar, there are multiple places on this bank of this river, so you can visit any of them. So that's about Lake Bled and nearby water places. Now I'll zoom out, and now I'll talk about another place, which is Ljubljana. So that's the capital of Slovenia. So you can see, when you say Ljubljana, it's if you look at the spelling, it's a bit jumbled. You may not be able to pronounce it correctly, but the correct pronunciation is Ljubljana. Ljubljana. Okay, so Ljubljana, so it's around 1.5 or 2 hours journey from Lake Bled. So usually people will stay here in Ljubljana, and then from Ljubljana you take a day a tour to Lake Bled or those Windcar water places. So what is there in Ljubljana? So we were staying in Ljubljana in a hotel, and our place was pretty near to city center. So what we did was castle, so you cannot miss that. So in Ljubljana, one of the things to visit is castle. So this is what it is. So Ljubljana castle, um, it's a hike of around 10 to 15 minutes hike, so it's easy one. You can also take a funicular, but funicular may not be worth it. It charges you, but you can get the same views once you go up on your own by hike. So Ljubljana, but if you are in Ljubljana, definitely castle is something which you must visit. It's a beautiful one. You get a very good views. So in the castle, there are few, of course the entry is free, but once you enter, there are few things like you have the puppet museum, something unique about this fort, and also the old archives are stored there. So you can go to those places by paying the charges, I think around 12 euro. But otherwise there are few other general view is also available for free. So that's about Ljubljana. So in Ljubljana, one bridge is very famous. It's called Dragon Bridge. I'll quickly show you that. So by the way, Park Tivoli, this is another famous place there. So if you have time, you can also go to Park Tivoli. It's huge. You cannot cover everything, but definitely you can visit the park, have a nice time, have your lunch or food there, and enjoy weather. So I'm going to show you Dragon. Yeah, so this is what I was searching for, Dragon Bridge. You see it huge, but it's not that huge. Just to set the expectation, it's a bridge, and on two sides of the bridge, on two pillars, you have two dragons each on both sides. So that's it. It's not a big enough. In photo you may get a feeling that hey, it's a huge one, but no, it's a small one just on the sides of the bridge. This is a side of bridge, and then there you have the dragon statues. So dragon is their icon for the city Ljubljana, and I think it also when you go at the top of your castle, you also have a dragon at the top there. So all right, so in addition to this bridge, you have one more bridge here, which is tri bridge. You say there are three bridges, you can see 1 2 3, so all of them next to each other, and then there is a small circle. So basically this, there is some statue, busy area there, so you can also visit that. It's a nice by the way, if you walk from that dragon bridge to this Tromso bridge, so it's a by walk, it's very easy, and then you have a lot of restaurants along the bank of this Ljubljana river. So that's about Ljubljana and Lake Bled, which are one of the interesting places to visit in Slovenia. And if you're going to Croatia, or you can make a trip for Slovenia itself, it's a beautiful country, and something you want to try out, a bit different, you want to follow a bit different path, then definitely I would recommend to visit this place. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video, and you can find all the links in my description. Thank you. Bye.